Bills, off we go
Bills.
here. The winner of this will
Hmm.
face Frank tomorrow, semifinal Sunday. And pretty good color balance for both players. Watch Tees has just that absolutely massive spire in column 3 that I know is going to be an absolute pain point because anytime you see a spire, you just get a little bit disappointed in the board.
For sure. But both of these players still very, very close. We do see a little bit of garbage there on column 3 for Influx, but actually, it's probably going to mitigate some drop time with that column 2 blue. Whenever you have those columns 1 and 2 or 7 and 8 the same color, you do want to build up some garbage around them so that drop time isn't too onerous. But wow, these two quite close still at the bottom mid
Love
game
that.
of 8.
Love that drill clear by Watch Tees. And while that spire was looking problematic, it's now just double vertical clears the whole way down. So uh, you can pretty much tackle it any way you want. Looks like Watch Tees is going to go at least horizontally along the bottom here. I love this drop cross. That's going to put things down to 8, but Influx down to 2, needing to go for that red first. You do not want that massive drop time, but unfortunately, Influx is going to have to eat it there, and will be out first at a minute 16, but
Oh
not
my
too far
God.
behind here is Watch Tees, just needing literally 2 blue pieces, and they are out. There's the one, and there's the other. Going to tuck it in and out at a minute 26. These players rocking a very close game here through one level.
They really are. But Watch T's board much more favorable at the top of level 9. You already see that Influx has had to set up some garbage that he doesn't want to several times, but now that board is starting to go. The only thing that concerns me is the checkerboards of yellow all over Influx's board, whereas Watch T's towards the bottom has a lot more double opportunities, JB.
Yeah, and Watch Tees right now is really just not needing anything yellow. Blue red is the play here. Really, literally only access to one yellow virus, and that's going to be through a combo. There is access to a couple more yellows, but really needing some blue help on that right side. A double blue would be optimal, but really double red or a blue red would also be huge. As Watch Tees just trying to do what they can on that right side.
Mhm, for sure. Um, that red looking like a horizontal was signaled, but now maybe the mind changing there. Not sure. But so that's allowing Influx to have sneak in a little bit of a lead there. And this board looking pretty favorable. Some opportunities to build horizontals at the bottom with the yellow. And we see the stack on column 8 ready to make a cascade there for Influx. So these horizontals are going to show up. And nicely done. Now a 7 virus lead for Influx.
Looks like Watch Tees might have made a bit of a misflip. Looking at column 5 here, I thought maybe they thought that they had a 3 stack to clear that garbage out. So that's really just kind of sticking in the face of Watch Tees here. As Watch Tees really doesn't have an
Ooh,
answer right now for the blue, and as I say that,
yeah, he
absolutely
does.
rips it apart. Down to 5 viruses. What an absolute hero play there. Down to 3 here, and now just needing a little bit of help on that red. Looks like it's going to be a signal of horizontal to vertical, and that is exactly what's going to happen here. Free and clear. Meanwhile, Influx needing a double yellow and getting it out at a 332 and out 331. We got ourselves a tie game, Savage.
Very exciting. And we saw Influx just throwing away pills. The double yellow was the only thing that Influx wanted. Finally got it. That's a dangerous game to play, but if anyone can do it and have the patience, it's Influx. Nice horizontal opener there for him. Watch Tees with a tiny bit of a lead here. Nice long vertical down column 6.
Yeah, but I'm looking at Watch T's board here, and that center left side of the board, exclusively red yellow. Going to
Mm,
be a tough going here to get things cleared out. May have to go for underclears or hope for some doubles. Looks like just going to tuck some pills in space. And without this, I mean, there's really not a lot of access to blue at all for Watch T. So really hoping for an underclear here, and gonna get one. Gonna slide. Ooh, what a slide over to the right there. I thought that was going left. Really clutch play there by Watch Tees. Good tuck here. Gonna open up a blue underclear as well. 13 to 20 here. While this board health doesn't look great for Watch Tees is holding on to a lead as Influx looks to be struggling.
yeah, I was really curious to see what was going to happen
Oh,
with this. Yeah, he had there was a moment where I thought there was a misdrop with a cascade dropping into a fat log, but he made it work in a different way than I was thinking. Really nicely done there. And this game is almost tied up again. Influx with a Spire there in column 6 is bringing it down. A blue yellow would be excellent, but this double yellow will do it. T, half virus, half garbage. And wow, this is super close. Watchma just needs this one. He's out at a 515.
And 6 viruses to go for Influx here, and it looks like he's going to be looking for a red to reach across that well in column 4, or a yellow rather, to get this big clear. What a combo by Influx. He's
Oh,
just needing he's just absolutely been comboing the heck out of the stage, just needing a few yellows, and he's going to get it out at a 537. But Watch Tees is making some really good setups here, Savage, on their 11.
combination city here for Watch Tees. You know, that board was so red, yellow heavy at the beginning, and everything just kept showing up. So, waiting on that yellow to clear out, I'm wondering what kind Watch Tees is going to use. Looks like maybe a red yellow. I'm not sure. Wow, this is an exercise in really holding out for what you want.
Yeah, what you really, really want here is a red, yellow, and there it is. And
Whoop.
boom, big clear. Another big set of clears, 33 to 33. These two do not want to give up any portion of their lead, just absolutely clawing. And again, it's the same story as it was for 10 for Watch T Savage, just this massive influx of red and yellow.
Yeah, and that's really been the story of the start to finish of this board. I'm really curious why the first red yellow that showed up got tucked to the bottom, but now that one is used on the top. Influx here, dropping into a horizontal. The rest of this board, a speedrunner's dream, as you love to say. Pretty much everything is doubled up. This is hot.
It is hot. The only thing is, like, there's only one virus on that bottom row, which means drop time is going to have to be some sort of a factor here. As and now with limited access to yellow, there's just that one yellow, but there's so much in the way that Influx is going to have to address here. And it looks like he is starting to build for something here. But look at this double red blitz coming in for Watch Tees, really wisely playing that, getting a double yellow, and now just really could two pill out
Yes.
and is not going to getting the clutch pill a little late, but out at a 722. It will be game 1 to Influx, and what has been an absolutely insane game 1.
You mean game 1 to Watch Tees there. Influx still finishing
Oh,
up over there on the left-hand side. Just needs a couple more reds. Everything started showing up for Watch Tees and just started looking great. Those plays were super efficient. Influx out at a 746. Wow, Influx playing for his tournament life. Watch Tees one up, wants to lock this one down. But hey, you know, JB, this would be a pretty great match for a decider. Just saying.
oh, if this first match was, or this first game was any indication, I've got a real good feeling we're going to go the distance here. When it comes down to just the last part of 11 and it's just even, normally you'd think on paper that's not exciting, but when it's close that far in, it doesn't get much more exciting than that. We do have 3, 2, 1 and pills, and off we go here in this second game. It's a red heavy top line for Influx. There's a bit of a variety for Watch Tees, but everything's a little bit scattered. Not a lot of zero drop opportunities. So one drop opportunities are pretty plentiful, but not a lot here to work with as Watch Tees now actually down to 30 here, and Influx has a stack of yellow in the middle of his board. Really probably gonna have to just clear that down vertically.
Yeah, looks like he's fiddling around trying to figure out. He's got that horizontal there with it. Red, blue, not a great pill to show up there for Influx. Meanwhile, Watch T's side, nice combo there. Would love to see some double reds show up, maybe a double red blitz to get that whole left-hand side off of the board. Hey, commentators, blessing, tuck it, let's go.
Yeah, what a nice play there. Opening up that left side of the board for Watch Tees. It is again close, 15 to 16 here. These players started right at around the same time, as a nice horizontal clear there with the double red for Watch Tees. Watch Tees setting up a double horizontal drop. We're just looking for anything red, and that will go onto that right side. And there it is, 1, 2. Oh, let's just do a third clear
Yeah, why not?
for funsies there. 9 to 7. Both these players playing intensely well. Watch tees could set up maybe get, if a double blue clump comes into play here, could really rock that right side. But what or Influx right here is just needing nothing. Nothing. They've cleared 8 out at a minute 37, and Watch T is not far behind at a minute 41. So 3 seconds. Again, that's pretty much nothing at this point.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen leads bigger than this evaporate in this round for sure. Interesting opening play for Influx. He had a horizontal, and then he started building one on the right hand side with the yellows. An interesting move, not one that I would have necessarily thought to go for, but making it work. Would love a red yellow to see that happen. But meanwhile, Watch T is really trying to navigate the
Wow.
whole. Oh my
Wow.
gosh, Timber! Drop
Dropped
that
into
log.
just absolutely phenomenal play. And when you're a casual player, you're new to the game, you don't even think of strats like this, and we're just seeing just some really good tight combos on display here. Fantastic clinic of combo play on both sides here. Influx really needing some help. There's just a really rough action going on that right side. That stack of red garbage really blocking Watch D's off, and especially on high speed. That's a really high risk play. Really well done there by Watch D's, because if you don't get that, you really have to panic that double red somewhere else. And it is a 5 virus lead here as Watch T is looking to clear this Spire out. Got a free horizontal play down into that lower left-hand side here. Very, very close here as we're just north of 3 minutes.
And we see a good horizontal there from Watch T's. Beautiful tucking that double blue in between. The red in column 5 is going to trigger quite a lot of nice stuff. Ooh, very good, very good. And yeah, just need some red now. And Watch T's will be out pretty soon. Just needs one more and out at a 3:32.
Yeah, Watch Tees is really starting to walk away here, but oh, a barricade just along that top row. So really gonna have to start getting these short stacks. That is the advantage, but you've really got to be deliberate with what you're playing here. And when your horizontal game's almost nearly knocked out right at the beginning, it's tough. But if you look at the bottom of that board, Savage, as I like to say,
Mhm.
speedrunner's dream. So many doubles down there.
Mhm.
Influx in here at about a 358 going into 10 here as he is trying to come back. Influx actually only down by about 4 viruses here. This barricade might have been the catalyst in slowing down Watch Tees a little bit, but look at that horizontal clear as these players just, oh, actually, as I say that, Influx now has a bit of a lead.
Yeah, the maneuverability from Influx was outstanding. There were so many tucks to get horizontals and clear out the next layer of the board. So it was very, very impressive. Influx is probably going to run into needing quite a bit of yellow in the coming moves. And we see that Influx probably setting up for a yellow horizontal in the center of this board that will drop down the reds. So maybe that'll happen, but no yellows showing up right now. That's the first one in quite some time. And of course, we've got in Watch Tees opening up that part of the board that's going to be really great at the bottom.
Yeah, Influx, or excuse me, Watch Tees just had a bit of a red mess to deal with, but got through it just absolutely swimmingly here. And now is starting to open up sides of the board here. Going to get this drop cross here, and look at this. Yellow would be huge right now for Watch Tees. Any yellow would be huge for both players. Looking at both these boards here, it is 9-13, but a lot of more efficient plays are available for Watch Tees here. It is now 10-4 as Watch Tees is going to go for the horizontal, dropping that down into a fat bolt down to 6 here. But Watch Tees just, or excuse me, Influx just needing the yellow out first at a 5:33, and not far behind is Watch Tees just needing 2 blues. Where are they? Where are they? There's one. There's the other. It is a 5:43, 5:44 here as we go into the final level. A scattered board for Influx, a clustered board for Watch Tees here as we get into this final level.
Yeah, and Influx starting that he was going to make a red horizontal come heck or high water there on the right hand side, and he does it. Dropping down, there's no use for red naturally right here, but you see Influx using it to create some strategic garbage there. Opening up the center of this board, it's going to be a little bit of a funnel situation, but the bottom of that board, amazing. And yeah, Influx really taking this and running with it.
And Watch Tees has just been having a rough start here. Limited access to yellow, and then what seemed to be a forced garbage play. But now we're seeing Watch Tees storm back here, and again, just no access to yellow whatsoever. Really, just trying to force the issue with some drop horizontals, and we're now seeing that on display here. But Influx is running away with this like Watch Tees did in game one, as it is just give something here to Watch Tees just to start mowing this board down. A double red would be nice right in column 3, and no, going to take it over. That's actually the smart play. I do see the drop
Mhm.
short stack incoming here, but Savage, this feels like is going to be game 2 here to Influx with just 6 viruses to go.
Well, I requested a decider and, I should probably get what I want here, Um, I don't know. But yeah, Influx is clearing out horizontally the bottom of this board. The red yellow short stack, really useful for low drop clears. Just needs these blues and one more red. Of course, gets the double red for a flourish out at 735 and taking us to a decider. But look at that combo from Watch
I
Tees.
I don't know if
Oh,
Watch Tees knew it was over, but and maybe just wanted to do that
oh.
just for the flashiness. But a great run there. But the story has been again, it's take the game being taken in level 11. We love seeing that here as we'll get the board reset and going for our decider here in our final match of this Saturday of Speed Dr. Mario. Hey, if you're enjoying what you're watching, be sure on Twitch, throw us a subscribe. You've got that Prime sub. We'd love for you to throw it our way, as well as any bits or paid subs you want to throw our way. All that goes back into DrMC and improving it, whether it's improving our live events, improving our equipment, and just any getting merch, anything like that goes right back into DrMC. We thank you so much for your contributions.
Of course. And of course, we do have one of those live tournaments coming up just outside of Philly in coming weeks. And that is generously sponsored by your lovely donations and stuff. So we have our 3, 2, 1 pills. Oof, awkward start here for Watch Tees. Clearly, a horizontal with the yellows would be great based on the red that's on top, but it just wasn't really showing up in the right way.
Yeah, and Influx has a really unconventional board here. There was a barricade with one hole in column 7, but unfortunately, every virus was way deep down the board. So had to get creative. And while you love having access to those low elevation viruses, they do eat time all the same. And having them that early can be rough. But here, Watch Tees with a red bolt, going to drop some blue down on that right side, getting a nice combo. And now Savage, I'm liking this combo setup from Watch Tees.
Yes, very nice vision there. Very impressive. So that garbage there on column 3 can be used very easily to build some combos because yellow isn't really that open at the moment. But Influx clearing out this board, it's very clean. The left-hand side is tight. You'd love to see that end game be a little bit more balanced in terms of where those viruses are, but not a big deal. Um,
Wow.
wow, clears off quite a bit of that mess and has just 3 viruses to go and looks like gonna set up some horizontal plans perhaps, but that might be a little bit difficult. Just dropping down the yellow to clear those blues on top.
Watch
Mm.
Tees, we've got a drop combo a minute 35 and a minute 36. So yet again, these players neck and neck coming out of 9. I feel like we've gave people this story already, but hey, if it worked well the first 2 times,
Uh-huh.
going into 9 here, high elevation board. Most of the yellow that Influx needs is down towards that bottom half of the board. Meanwhile, Watch Tees has a pretty balanced board, a little bit red heavy on that right side, and looks to maybe be setting up something horizontally here. It's just such an elaborate combo here. It's so
Yeah.
hard to follow anything. And we got a quick last minute flip, a 1, 2, 3 there from Watch Tees down to 27, Influx down to 26, needing red help all over the board.
Yeah, I'm just mesmerized by this Watch Tease combo. There it goes. It definitely didn't show up in the way that I think it was planned, 20 pills or so ago. And you see Watch Tease really thinking about it. That's given There's that big cascade for
Big,
watch tees.
big bold.
Um, but yeah, so Influx having a slight lead here, but the fact that this is entirely spired in columns 4 and 5, that's gonna take some drop time or some clever horizontal builds like that yellow that you just saw. It's
Hmm.
gonna be tricky.
Meanwhile, Watch Tees was just not getting anything to help the right side, and now is really starting to drilling that red piece down and getting
Mm.
a red blitz here. A little fortunate. Can eat some drop time. No, setting up for a
Mhm.
good drop. That's actually a really clever play there by Watch Tees, getting the consecutive double yellows and the tuck play here. Oh, misflip the tuck. That's going to be rough to
Ooh.
get around, but it is doable. There is the horizontal clear available as well, but that red garbage is going to have to go away. And with the red virus remaining, that's rough. But out of 333 is Influx as he is going to go to 10 first.
Mhm. Yeah, just one more red for watch cheese out of the 342. This board, an awkward start here for Influx. Would love to see double red come through or a manufactured horizontal there. We see that that would be really great to advance the board. Gets the double red and now can start opening up that left hand side. Lots of blue there, but in a good position to get started with a 4 virus lead.
Watch Tees is getting very creative. We're going to see a
Mm.
sweet tea into a drop, just dropping a little bit of yellow garbage down, still manageable, easily knocking it out like it wasn't even there. 28 to 30 here as Watch Tees going for that center board fat log and looks maybe to be
Mhm.
getting it. Yep, and look at it
Yeah,
cascading
let's
more
go.
down. As a combo player, you're absolutely loving watching what Watch Tees is doing. Uh, as my broadcast partner Savage is definitely putting on
Mhm.
display, we've got a nice drop down combo from Influx, who's down to 16, has a cluster in the lower left and a bit of a clustered spire on the right, but still in a manageable position. Meanwhile, Watch Tees is just drilling this board down very beautifully. Really, just not yellow is not helpful at this juncture. Probably won't be for another virus or so, as it is 11 to 9 here. Blues are the story here for Watch Tees and going to get the nice, easy vertical and a good horizontal play as well. Now that yellow is accessible. And speaking of yellow, Influx can really do some damage to this board with yellow. But it is going to be a good look. I love this horizontal drop combo. One of my favorites in Dr. Mario. 2 viruses to go to Influx's 7. And it looks like just with a couple of reds here, it is going to be Watch Tees out first. Oh, I didn't see
Log
the
out. Oh,
horizontal.
yes, and we got one more level to make this work. That was outstanding there for watch tees and beautiful drop for Influx as well, out at a 546. So
Here,
very nicely done here.
here we go. 11 to decide it once again.
Huh. Interesting. Funny how that happens.
Oh my goodness. Uh, this is a really an instant
Oh.
classic we're watching here. Look at that. the
This is such
the
great
rare
play.
the rare side tee. You don't really see the
Mhm.
it be longer horizontal in the middle like that, but a really well done play there by Watch Tees. 35 to 36. These players both going to town. A short stack for Influx, and Influx is going to drop the red down into column 2, needing a lot of blue help on the right, blue help in the middle, red pretty much anywhere. Good horizontal triple. It is 29 to 25 here in the closing portions of this match.
Wow, and great moves from both players. You know, as you said, I'm fangirling out over all of these combos. I feel like Betty when she watches Dave Smith Says, honestly speaking. Great horizontal there from Watch Tees and lots of great stuff here using the blue to help clear out the right hand side, and there's going to be a good horizontal to drop down with this red. Nicely done, and more horizontals on the way. And Influx with a beautiful drop double vertical combo. Now Influx is running into a little bit of trouble. It's going to be a red blue story, but that double blue coming in just in time to take out that top and make sure there's no drop time.
Yeah, as we get down here, 7 to 5 here, one red to go here for Watch Tees, and that's a very, very opportune drop here. But Influx has some really good plays here. He could keep this close. It is 725, 726, and it looks like it is going to be game end match to Watch Tees at a
Oh,
727 to a 732. 5 seconds between our players in this decider. What a match.